myself. Go on.
Okay. In what ways does your media product use, develop, challenge forms and conventions of real media products? We had a horror element in it, which kind of challenged.
Did challenge it, that's what she just said. I don't know if you could hear. Basically, what was the question?
How does it use, develop and challenge forms and conventions?
Okay, well I think it challenges it because generally when you think of thriller, I mean the stereotypical thriller, you think of like burly man running through buildings, jump. And in this one, we have scrawny teenagers walking through a forest. It's quite Twilight-esque, so I think it could open up the kind of like target audience and things like that, which is a good production thing.
But it's still better than Twilight.
I agree.
Yeah. The quick cuts also like made it have a realistic sort of thing of it, and it kept up the energy. Whereas sometimes in like thrillers, it's normally quite a slow, elongated angle to like create tension and stuff.
Yeah.
But
we included some of that though, so it's not like we just completely missed it out when Jamie comes around the
used a variety of shots.
Just comes, yeah, exactly.
We had with the movement of the camera as well. It was a handheld camera, so the audience felt like they were part of the actual scene when the characters were running, because it was quite like joggy. And
it was first person POV shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it made it more realistic.
Yeah. Involved the viewer.
We had an eerie soundtrack and creepy font types, which we added later on in the editing stage. The creepy font types during the manhunt thing and the credits as well. It represented the characters in a way.
It was I went into a massive. Might edit that bit in.
Second question. How does your media product represent particular social groups? Like Jamie said, teenagers. We used the same characters as we were trying to aim for, so like 14 to 18-year-olds. We represented target audience and social representations in our. Okay. Yeah, we did. Yeah. We also represented a stereotypical stalker. By like concealing their face, like as you would an anti-hero, which is what Pete is kind of like. Yeah. It turns out to be like later on,
which is another common thing in thrillers, like a twist of some sort to keep the viewer engaged and things. And also
Batman.
Exactly like in Batman. Would you like to? I feel like you haven't said much.
Like in Gotham, the police will always like, oh. The police. That's because you wouldn't say it.
Yeah.
The police were like, oh, Batman's like really bad. We need to stop him and stuff. But actually, he was saving people. So it's kind of like an anti-hero in a way, because he was using evil to.
His mise en scène would influence the kind of perception of him because he's wearing black, and black is generally considered to be evil. And that's we didn't dress him up in black because we wanted him to kind of not be too overwhelmingly conspicuous, because again in the end. Because it could give it away, like if you're too obvious about things. But we wanted him to have shadow about him, so we gave him like a dark hoodie and shrouded his face, and then we made sure that the shot straight after introducing him was Louisa's full frontal features, so that it kind of you get like the humanity of her, and then it kind of makes his humanity seem lesser or abstract.
Concealing his face.
Yeah.
And Rorschach, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind? Do we have something? Oh yeah, and the newcomer as well. He's kind of weird and distant.
Yeah. Like it's just because Jamie
That's
made him.
Jamie.
Yeah. I'm joking.
But, yeah. In what kind of institution might distribute your media product?
Like Film 4 or other independent ones.
Yeah, it's quite a low budget film, but often Film 4 has like theme rights and stuff.
And it would kind of fit in quite well there.
Yeah.
It's so cheesy, but that's a good thing.
It wouldn't be like the 9 o'clock slot, because that's normally like main ones as well.
And also it would be after Watershed, because it's got violence in it, or like supposed violence. It's up to the viewer's interpretation, but I'm guessing that the later movie will probably hold violence.
We already covered that one. How did you attract/address your audience? We had like a mystery guy.
Yeah. Well, they say that, I don't want to say this, but they said that Hal told us to say that he was the heartthrob, and that would interest. Look at him. Anyway, yeah.
And that would like attract the female side of
exactly.
the teenage population.
No, wait, I'm not adorable, I'm a man
Okay.
Nice save. Okay.
now.
What's the next question?
We had cliffhangers in there too. Which
Oh yeah, we did, and like we left it open to interpretation, so that people can like form opinions on it. And everyone knows that opinion is passion.
They
Shut up.
want to keep watching it as well.
Yes.
I want to know what happens next.
It wouldn't be suitable for children, obviously. As I said, it'll be later on. They'd be interested in films made by small institutions,
Yeah.
because it wouldn't be
That being said, Twilight made it quite big. That has less
Yeah.
plot than this.
Another way in which we're still better than Twilight.
What have you learned about technologies from the process of constructing this product? We learned the tint better.
What
The green tint that we put over
the colouring.
the colouring, lighting,
Yes.
of the
Mm.
forest sequence to create like a more.
I think we were more revised on like what kind of colouring like would be appropriate for it, because we'd done some research into it. So and I mean in our preliminary we kind of had an idea already. So then we just added to that and made it more dramatic and like more contrasted and etc. etc.
This one was also a lot less abstract as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Much more realistic. Because, you know, serial killers are right.
Yeah. Well, I think the car crashes, but anyway, let's go on.
We also had the absence of sound as well.
Yeah.
We learned to do like about that, and it was a massive difference.
It's like in Birds, isn't it? When like there's no sound
Yes.
all the way through, and it creates like crazy tension. And it taught us that we didn't need like music or like in the background all the time, because
Yeah.
sometimes like the most tension is made obviously by the person, and the person generates it. So
The last one.
It's got reference.
Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learnt in the process? And this is basically the same question.
oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I think we learned quite a lot. We learned new kind of ways to kind of express where the like characters stand socially and things like that. We definitely integrated mise-en-scène more, I would say.
Yeah. We also did more on the editing thing as well, with like sound and stuff like that, because we had a lot
Yeah.
more layers. We had about
It was crazy.
About 10 layers.
We'll take a
at one point.
screenshot and show you.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
The end.
Yay. Thanks for watching.